Welcome back. Welcome home.
We got to cut that out.
Guys, I don't know why. I don't know what you were talking
That's
about.
what you said.
I have no clue what you were saying.
You said that. Okay, cut that out. Guys, welcome back. Welcome home.
Yeah, you started.
Yeah, I'll start it off. Yeah, love is blooming for sure. We're back in the studio. Thanks for joining us. Pull up a chair. Make yourselves at home.
Get comfy, dude.
Yeah, wherever you are at today. I just want to start, Mikey, with a story that I told you I was going to tell you. I have to get this off my chest. Wifey had to go get an MRI again. So we had to go to the MRI office. I told her I'd go meet her. So I pull up to this MRI office, and this is like really like cozy, like sitting room, like waiting room. So I'm sitting there, and I'm kind of starting to like doze off like 15 minutes in. I'm like on my phone a little bit, but I feel myself like kind of dozing. And I get really like relaxed. And all of a sudden, like as soon as I'm like almost like out, I hear, and it's just a white head just goes flying into the room. Boom, boom. And I'm like, oh my God. So I get up, I'm like, holy, and I see it's an old woman. And she fell going into the lobby.
Oh no.
Now, when she hit the ground, when I got up to go see her, I had to like get up and like get around the chairs. There was another person that came following her, and all I heard was, oh no, Chach. And I'm like, and I see this dude come waddling in, right? And he's got like 3 jackets on, and his hair's crazy, and he's like 50. Grown man, fully grown, fully capable man, at that age, whatever. And this woman is on the floor. Like I get up to her, I'm like, oh no, dude, like this is bad. She's bleeding on her, out of her face. I don't know from where. She's got these. So he's going, Chach, are you okay? Chach. Oh no, Chach. And she's saying, what? Like she can't hear him.
Oh no.
Oh no. Her hearing aids are hanging out of her ears.
Oh.
So me and this other guy get her, because she's like, I just want to get up. I just want to get up. And I'm like, maybe we should wait for the nurse. Like, I don't know what's going on. The nurse comes and she's taking a look at her. She's like, all right, let's put her in this chair. So me and this other guy, not that guy, another guy in the waiting room, grab her by her arms, pick her up and put her in the chair. While the other guy just watches us do it. Going, oh, Chach, is that, I think you're bleeding from here, Chach. And she's like, huh? What? Because her hearing aids are hanging out of her fucking ears. And the guy won't even put them back in. He's just watching her like bleed. And the dude just kept like asking dumb questions that she can't hear. And I'm getting mad.
Oh no.
I'm getting blood red mad. You know what I mean? This poor woman, she's 85. She went, Mike, face first into the room. She's split her lip open. She's saying her teeth are loose. He's like, no, Chach, it's not your teeth, Chach. Right? And she's like, what? Still her fucking hearing aids. I'm like, put her hearing aids in her ear. And he's just like, huh? What? Picks up the phone. Maria, Chach is bad. Chach fell. Coming into that, I don't know what to do. So the doctor comes, like this nurse, she comes back and she's like, who the hell are you? Because we're all thinking it. Like, who are you? Like, what are you doing in relation to the Chach? Yeah. What are you in relation to Chach? He's like, oh, here's her doctor. And the nurse goes, I don't want to talk to a doctor. I'm trying to help this woman. Who is she to you? Like, and he goes, it's James. Now I'm mad
James
again.
Bond?
Now I'm double mad, right? And I'm sitting again, but I'm watching this all unfold, and I'm like, "Is James the doctor, or are you James? Like, who's James?" And she's like, the nurse is like, I don't want to talk to the doctor. We got to send this woman to the hospital. Like, she can't stay here. Her mouth is bleeding. Her teeth went through her lip.
Oh.
She's bleeding like through her lip. So she's got loose teeth. So she's got to go to the hospital. He goes, oh, well, this is her doctor. Nurse doesn't want to talk to the doctor. She's like, this is protocol. The dude is still like, okay, we're going to go to Holy Cross, Chach. Now, Hackensack is 2 minutes away.
Yeah.
It's right down the street. Nurse is like, we're going to send her to Hackensack. Definitely, because it's right there. Well, no, Maria's at Holy Cross. Who's Maria? I'm listening to him talk to this nurse. Like, he's like, you know what I mean? I'm sitting there, dude, and I'm watching him like this. This is me in the waiting room, watching this dude like this. Because I'm like, he can't be serious. It was, Mike, it bothered me so bad. And this poor woman is so sweet, and she's so calm. She's believing. She's like, she's fine. Man, she's gonna be okay. Whatever. But this guy, I think, I'm trying to process what was frustrating me so much about this guy, who turned out to be her nephew. And I'm like, he didn't pick her up. He didn't put her hearing aids in to have a conversation with her and like make her feel better. Yeah. He just, Chach, no. Is it your lip, Chach, or your teeth? Oh.
How old do you think this person was?
50.
Okay.
And it bothered me so much. And I had literal fantasies watching him that I was like, I have to get up and say something to either shut him up or to get him like locked in. Like, yeah. Like, figure it out. Yeah. Like, do something. You know what I mean? Don't just sit there like, oh. Yeah. And then I thought to myself, the second thought, which was good, that came right after it, was, okay, if you get up and say anything, if you say anything to this man, you're the crazy one. Like, you're like, a cop is here, like you're gonna get in trouble.
They're gonna be like, who are you?
Exactly. Like, you have nothing related, you're not related, you're just sitting here.
You're pissed.
Yeah. So and I stepped back, I said, I'm the crazy one. I'm crazy. Like, why does this bother me? And what bothered me, and I have an issue when someone just like with the wind. Like, they're just like, existence is just kind of like, I'm over here. I get Chach on the. Yeah. Like, they don't have any kind of like, put your foot down and make a decision. You know what I mean? Like, there was none of
no urgency.
The dude, the only action he did, he took a tissue from the counter that I had to tell him was on the counter. He didn't even see it. And I had to tell him, get the tissue for her fucking mouth, you know? But like, it drove me nuts. Yeah. This guy. Ugh. I don't want to go any further. Yeah. But that was I had such a good time until that moment. And then it was like, my whole night was like, we fought. Like, it was just, I was all a mess. Like, oh, dude.
When your wife got out, she's like, what happened?
Yeah, she was going through a hard time. I'm like, you got to hear dude, this dude here, you missed the whole thing. She came out as soon as the paramedic left, like with her with Chach in the back of the truck. So she was like, what's wrong? I'm like, you missed it. You missed it. I sounded crazy, but
you know what I think?
Yeah, all Dave came out.
You know what I think? What do you think of this?
Go ahead.
Chach fell.
I thought it was on a show.
Chach fell, right?
Chach fell.
And guy is like, oh, I don't know what to do. What if he pushed Chach?
He could have, man.
Right?
Like, he was, I'm not kidding. The cop comes in and says, where did she now he said 5 minutes before the cop was there, I think you tripped on the rug. I think your shoe tripped on the rug.
He pushed her.
So he said that.
He pushed her.
The cop came.
He fucking pushed her.
The cop says, oh, how'd you fall? Like, Chach, did you trip on the, like, where could you have fallen? She's saying, I don't know. He's right there. The guy just said it to Chach with the hearing aids out, so she couldn't hear it. I heard him say it because I was like this. I heard everything. He doesn't say shit to the cop. He doesn't say, oh, I think she tripped on the rug. It's stuff like that. Why'd you say it before? And now the cop's here and you're not saying it.
It's crazy.
Do you know what I mean?
He fucking is conspiring, dude.
I don't know.
He's on the will, bro.
I don't know.
He's on the will. He tried to kill Chach. You just witnessed almost a murder.
And then it's like, I hate to say it like this, but it's like you picked the wrong guy to take you to the MRI. You know what I mean? Like, you picked the wrong kid.
Yeah.
Like there was no direction, no decision making. The only thing he tried to decide made more conflict. We're going to Holy Cross because Maria's at Holy Cross, and that way we have to sign a waiver. Chach is still, huh? We have to sign a waiver, Chach, to get you to go to Holy Cross. That way, well, she should go to Hackensack. It's right there. Well, Maria, fucking just go take care of her, man. Stuff like that drives me nutty.
I get
dude.
you. I get you.
Shit, poor lady,
Just
man.
nonsense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
Like I try to put myself in his shoes, and I was like, and that's my problem. I'm comparing.
Yeah.
I'm saying if I was in his shoes, this is what I would do. Yeah. And that's wrong. We're not the same.
Yeah.
I'm judging. I'm doing all this bad things.
I wonder if he had a problem.
He didn't.
No?
No, he didn't. He didn't. Let me stop you. He didn't. It's a lifetime of like no friction.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Okay.
It's a lifetime of like whatever. It's a lifetime of like just I don't know. Just I didn't want to say it.
I know.
I didn't want to say it.
It's just in my mind. I'm like,
you can picture it.
It's kind of the same.
It's a problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Man, I'm sorry, dude. O'Hagan.
Career coaching.
Guys. We love you. We thank you.
Don't you want to win?
Yeah. I mean, if you're trying to find a job, let me just tell you, and it's hard, dude. It's like a deep, dark ocean that it's just, there's no bites.
Yep.
There's nothing going on.
You're a little anglerfish with that light in front of you.
And you can't find nothing.
Can't find no doors.
If you're looking, if you're in the search right now, we're going to send you to some help.
Mm-hmm.
O'Hagan Career Coaching. Coach O. He has, what is it, 35 years of experience at this point. He's got a crazy network that you can be a part of with his networking packages, like $150. You get access to his whole thing. If you need like a brush up on interview techniques, how to answer all those questions that they're going to be asking you, how to separate yourself from everyone else.
Yep.
That's what it's all about. It's all about the connection, you know? And it's a two-way street. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just answering like, I am Mike, I went to school here, I did this, I did that. It's way more than that, you know? So let's elevate your resume and let's win at O'HaganCareerCoaching.com.
Boom.
Shout out Anytown Actors Lab, dude. Woo. Acting is a dying art form.
Yeah, it is.
And I swear, dude, I'm like a pinky toe in that world.
Mm-hmm.
I've only seen so little and learned so little about it.
And you're close to the best of all time right now.
Pretty much, yeah. Like
the best no one knows of all time.
This guy, like, no one knows, but he's amazing, dude.
Nobody knows his name.
I'm sorry, no,
he's the GOAT that no one knows.
This is where I learned it all from you and Adam Louder in the Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas area, which you work with.
Yeah.
So you can tell us better than anyone else.
The Anytown Actors Lab, Adam Louder, he's going to teach you how to act truthfully under imaginary circumstances, which is what you love to watch on television and film. What things you see in your favorite actors right now, they're impulsive. They seem to be just living truthfully, right? Like, how do you do that? I know you could get in your head as a young actor or someone who's been doing it for a while, but you're not sharp right now. Go get sharp, man. Adam's going to get you out of your head and into your instincts and impulses. So hit him up, anytownactorslab.com.
Shout out to the patrons. Patreon.com/YouWereHerePod. If you want to support us, throw us a bone. It's the best way to do it.
Thank you guys who
just
have
help
already.
us out. Yeah, everyone that's already done it so far. It's just our little show that we like doing every week. It helps us. And if it can help
Big
you
time.
and you want to give back in some way, just go ahead. Go ahead. Links in the description.
Ahead.
We love you for it. So thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, that was my Chach story. I wanted to tell you.
Hey, so that's kind of like a sad, like a negative thing. What? You have like a positive thing since last week? Let me lighten it. I have a cool thing.
Go, please.
That happened today.
Let me hear it.
I just thought it was like, it was cool to like make someone feel like, oh man, it's like a compliment, like a good thing, you know, out of nowhere.
Yeah.
With like someone I work not with, but someone I deal with.
Yeah.
So one dude was like struggling on like paying rent, and it's this story of like his brother always bails him out all the time, and it's been like decades of it, right? And the brother that is always down on his luck is kind of an asshole.
Oh.
And isn't a good dude.
Yep.
And just doesn't really like, he gets away with everything, you know? And I imagine like if that happens so many times, I'm like, that sucks, right? Like I feel so bad for like the brother that has to bail him out all the time.
Yeah.
Right. And I was like figuring out how to get the money from that guy. And then like I get a message today, the brother's like, oh, I'll pay for it. And I'm not saying it's not like $10. It's like a lot of money. Like a lot. Good amount of money. And the dude's like, yeah, like I'll pay for it. Just like no, like, oh, fuck this guy. Screw that guy.
Yeah, he's like, I got it.
It's just like, yeah, I'll pay.
Yeah.
And I went to go pick it up today, and I went to him, and he's like this kind of guy I knew for a long time too, like ever since I was going to here from like my dad and everything, and he's always been here for like 20 plus years. Wow. And I saw him there, and I was like, dang, man, you're gonna pay? Like, you're gonna do it? He's like, yeah, it's all right. It's like, it's right there. And I'm like, you know what, man? You're a good guy. He's like, I don't think so.
Whoa.
And I was like, what? I'm like, no, you're a good guy. He's like, oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. It's like, I don't know. It's like even dudes like that, they think they're bad.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's this old, like, you know, like older Hispanic dude. You know what I mean? Like years of probably going through shit.
Yep.
Like built all this stuff himself, like business and everything. He's got his brother he has to, you know, help every once in a while. I don't know. It's cool. Cool to think about.
Yeah.
You know, those are like the stories that are like could be like an uncle or you know, someone that everyone probably has a story of someone like that.
Definitely.
Or similar.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
But that's like a little glimpse of light, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, like the everyday.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I was like, that's cool, dude.
Yeah.
And the way I saw it in his face, he's like, really? Like I feel like he hasn't heard that in a while.
Yeah.
You know, someone just being like, good job, man. Like,
yeah, for sure.
You're a good dude.
For sure.
You know? So it was cool to tell him that.
Yeah, bro. That's good that you said that.
Yeah.
You just let him know. I think you're a good dude. That's a nice thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have to do that more, bro.
Yeah.
You see someone doing the kind thing, like shout it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I have a cool story about someone who's listening to the pod. Shout out. I'm not going to drop the name just to protect him because I don't know if he'd want that or not, but I know he's listening right now. So shout out to you, dude. We just linked up this weekend or yesterday. We linked up for like a little lunch catch up.
Nice.
But hadn't seen him in a long time.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, long time.
Cool.
And he's, you know, like we all do, ebbed and flowed with like where we're at in life and how we're doing, you know, wellness wise.
Yeah.
And it was just cool to like be in front of him, like seeing him come around again and in a new thing that he's like thriving in, and he's trying new ways of being like a better version of himself alone and in a relationship. Like discussing like, if I feel something, and he's saying that this podcast is having a major effect on him.
Damn.
Like he's listening to all the episodes
from
the past, and he's constantly checking in with us and like what we talk about. So it's having a positive influence on his life, which is the coolest thing to hear.
That's awesome.
And he was talking about how like what I would talk about to you or you talk about to me about how we would carry things in like relationships in the past and how we would pretend like things are good, man. Like I got it. Like nothing bothers me. You're great. I have nothing wrong. And like don't worry about me. Like I'm fine. And how you'd explode, or you'd have moments of like crying in a parking lot or almost crying in a parking lot or blow ups or whatever, because you never expressed that like something bothered you that was happening from your partner, or something bothered you about your life, or how you feel about your life or whatever. You just carry it because you're a man and you don't know any other way. So it's cool to like hear that he's trying to say out loud to his partner, and he's doing it. This is going to suck. It's going to be a weird conversation, but I just want to tell you I'm struggling right now, or what your behavior to what I'm saying is affecting me. And like I'm afraid to share with you, or whatever his truth is. He's sharing his truth with his partner, and they're both like growing together. And I'm like, whoa, maybe that's like the point of all this. Like, you know, it like reinforced, like, I don't know, like someone's listening and it is having a positive impact on their life, like presently. Yeah, man. So that's a super positive moment.
Beautiful.
Yeah, dude.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah. let him know.
Wherever you are, man.
Let
I'm
him
happy
know.
for you.
Yeah, he's listening.
That's such a such an interesting thing too, because when you think about like milestones in your life, or like I don't know, when I feel like the way I've as I've grown, what I think like the successes in life, right, has changed.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of the time, I think the biggest successes, or what I feel the most like fulfilled with, is like certain, like having a tough conversation with someone, and then growing that relationship in like such a like good way, like being super close with someone that's super important.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's that much about the job anymore. Like I don't know. I wish money could just not be a thing. And if we just like are able to live, and the main thing we worry about is like how good your relationships are, that would be awesome.
Be sick.
Because I don't know, man. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
I don't care, man. I don't care. You go, you clock in, you go, you make it's just so, there's no fulfillment for me really there, unless you're helping in a way. Mm-hmm. But with this new, found relationship that I have, like that rings so true, because it's like the first time I felt that I can truly bring things up. And we were both doing that same thing of like being not so much of like right before we're about to, it's weird. It's like, we don't really say like, this might be awkward, or we kind of do bring it up though. We're like, this might be weird. I'm like, I feel weird about sharing this with you, but I kind of want to, because I feel like maybe in the future it'll come out in a wrong way or something, and there's been like so many of those, and it's always been so appreciated, because it's just so mature. Right.
Yeah.
And it offers you the most, the most vulnerability if you just bring something to the table, like you both meet, instead of like one person kind of just like blowing it up out of nowhere. And then like you just do it. You're good. Y'all are chilling. And now like on to the next thing,
Yeah.
So that's super that's inspiring. You know what I mean? To keep doing that.
Yeah.
I feel like with my relationship, it's been really like good that we're both on the same page with that. And it's given me the most like joy and just like appreciation for like another person ever, to be able to just directly like express how you feel, or say how you feel, or bring something up that might worry you or something.
Yeah.
And I was always scared of that in the past. I was always scared. I don't want to tell anyone my shit. Like I don't want to put it out there. I don't want to do that, because it doesn't feel good.
Yep.
I feel like I feel like trash, but I don't think I am trash, and I only feel that when when I get in this weird mental space where I'm like, oh no, but that's like, people are going to look at that and they might think I'm a loser, or that's not a good thing to do, or that's mean or something, or that's being a baby or being a little baby boy,
right?
Being beta, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Like the right thing to do is just really talk, communicate, learn how to do it, because I wasn't good at it, but like I feel like I'm all right now. I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was like my weakest point, was communication, and I always thought I could never do it, but can. It just takes that instinct, like we've always said. Like if you have that feeling, just to say it, it's where it all comes from.
Takes trust, and it takes like bravery to be honest with someone who you may. The worst case scenario is you push them away.
Yeah.
If I'm afraid to speak my mind, it's because I'm afraid of the result it's going to have. I'm afraid your reaction to it is going to be bad.
Yeah.
Like you're going to be like looking at me.
Yeah.
You're going to say, I don't want to be any part of this anymore.
Yeah.
This isn't what I signed up for. I didn't sign up for the dirty parts of you and the scared parts of you and the fearful parts of you. And I don't want those. I want the cool and exciting and handsome and fun parts of you. And like, it's just not true.
Yeah. And when she tells me sometimes, she's like, oh, but I don't want to like tell you, and then you'll think of me different. And I just go, I would never.
You know what's funny about that? That honesty that you're afraid of sharing is going to. It makes you 3-dimensional. It makes you real. It makes you, for me, it's not like, how do I put it? it's not always received well. Like we each have our own filters, right? And our ways of dealing with things. So it may not be received well initially, but it's the only way that you can grow with each other. It's the only way you can see each other with transparency. Like if I don't know what's going on over there, I feel like my insecurity is going to shoot through the roof. Yeah. And I'm going to start acting really weird. And I'm going to feel like I'm like you're hiding or I'm fearful you're going to leave, or why are you changing? Why are you acting this way? And like a million questions come up. But the second you're transparent, even if it's like, dude, I resent you. Like, okay, I'm not crazy. Like I sense that. We could talk about that. That's like a ground we could stand on now and find some kind of either, some kind of common ground, or maybe we do need some time apart or whatever. But it's truth. It's honest. And it's scary to do that because you don't have control over the result of how a person behaves to what you say. Yeah. You can't control it.
I think the worst thing, like past relationships, like young love stuff, is you always hear it's like someone, like, you hear it in movies too, where it's like, you're like a completely different person. Yeah. Right? Yeah. But I feel like that comes from, and it happens a lot, is it just comes from like people pushing the problems away forever until finally they're like, oh, I just don't like you. Bye.
Yes.
Right?
100%.
Like that's what happens.
100%. That's my belief.
Yeah. Like no one wants to go through the struggle of actually like working it out and seeing if it's going to work out or not. Yeah. They'd rather just be like, bye. I actually don't like you. Yeah. And that's the scariest thing.
Yeah. I've fallen out of something with you like 8 years ago and I never said it. Bye. Yeah. It's like, what the hell? That's a dirty thing to do to somebody, man. Yeah. And it's
dude, but
scary.
That like fear of talking about stuff, that comes from somewhere.
Yes. Yes.
Like if you feel like you have any of that, like you got to boil down that where that comes from, the like seed of what that comes from.
Yeah. Where's the root? Yeah.
I definitely found mine. And I've seen that once I fixed that, like it unlocked everything else. Yeah. For me, at least.
I was thinking about this, dude, and I wanted to know what you thought. I was working back on like the root of why, because a lot of my issues are based around this desire to make my parents proud of me, like to see me with love in their eyes. Like I know a lot of my survival tactics and the things that I picked up and my bad habits and my vices, they're all dealing with like this little me trying to make them proud, trying to be the version of myself that they want, and falling short of that constantly. Like, so I and this is in my head, like this is what I created and lived through, and still, if I'm not careful, will live out. Like it's my wiring. And I was like, why is it? And I'm sure I'm not alone in this. I'm sure other people feel this way in the world, but like, why is it that there is a desire for the child to make the parent proud? Like, why does it matter? Why does it mean something? Why does it mean so much to you? The one that came from someone, to have them look at you with love and say, man, I love you. I'm so proud of you. There was like this little voice note on a TikTok, and I teared up, and it was just a son saying to a father. It sounded like he was on a bike or something, or he was on like something that drove him around, and he got pretty far and he got stuck. Like it could be anything, stuck in the mud or something. And he's saying, Dad, like I'm stuck. And you hear a father like run up. And he's like, oh, I'm just proud he made it this far, man. This is awesome. I'm proud of you for making it this far. And I'm seeing people like react to this thing and they're choked up about it, like I am. And I'm like, what is that? Where is that coming from? And then I thought, oh, maybe it's because there's an innate desire in all of us to please those who created us. Like we have an innate want to be loved by the one that made us, to look at us and say like, I love you. I'll always love you. I'm so proud of you. And that's what God is for me, I realized.
Yeah.
Like, it's unwavering love from my creator that isn't limited. And it's not based on what I do.
Yeah.
And it like, it gives me like, you don't have to work for it, Dave. Like, it's there. Like, you're loved always by your creator. You're loved by something that made you. So the thing you chased with the parents and the family and the cousins and the friends and it's like that race is over. So now you could be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It unlocked something for me.
Yeah.
And it has been. But I think I just put words to it finally. And I said, that makes sense.
That does make sense.
Yeah. I'm not chasing it. It's I'm receiving it now.
Yeah.
And it's not based on works. It's based on like, but it's funny, man. Like, man, how do I put this? I'm noticing that things are much better than I thought they were in my life. Like, winters are tough, gets dark. I start to like mope around and I'm like, oh, the person's in the way. Get out of my way. Judging. And now I'm like doing the silly thing, the foolish thing, but the childish thing of like saying, I like your boots when I see someone, or looking at like a painting that was on the wall that I passed a million times and like stopping to observe it for a little bit and like meditating on it for 5 minutes, 2 minutes. Just, I'm starting to see that like, life is a lot, there's a lot more grace for me in life. And I'm just accepting that there's a lot of gifts out there in my everyday, not in the sometimes or the when things are good. Like, things are good. And I'm trying to live present and trust that I don't have to worry about the future or the past. And the Bible says like a million times, like, don't worry about tomorrow. Like, tomorrow's going to worry for itself. God will take care of tomorrow. I've got tomorrow. Like, you enjoy this moment and here and today and with who you're with. And it's what we do. It's the present moment. It's all that. Yeah. So I've just been enjoying life more, period. And having more fun at work. And having more like joy.
That's weird, huh?
In conversations.
How that does that.
It's weird.
It's all about the presence.
Yeah.
It really is.
Like, the circumstance doesn't change, just the way you see it changes. And then your action changes because of the way you're seeing it.
I find myself too is like it's definitely because I was isolated for a long time.
Yeah.
It definitely has to do with isolation too. Like, if you're alone most of your work days, like, not that you're around people doing stuff, but like around people that you're, loved ones and people you can connect to. Yeah. That changes a lot. Because now it's like, it was when like the snowstorm, I had to go shovel. Like, normally I'd be like, I'm done. My weekend's ruined. Yeah. But now I'm just on the phone with a girl and it's amazing. Yeah. Because I could just talk to her all the time. Yeah. And that's like a simple, but it's just what it is. It's the presence. It's like, it's okay because I'm talking to someone I love.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
So whatever I'm really doing doesn't really matter. Yeah. As long as I'm doing something like that.
Straight up.
And that, I guess, connects to everything else. It's like why people make money, so they can do what they want. People fall into traps with that, but that's kind of the, I guess, like the motivation, right? Right. To have more time to do what you love.
Definitely.
So, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
The presence is the ultimate, I guess, key to feeling like love and like worth. Yeah. In everything.
I think so.
Yeah,
man. I've been flirting with that. Yeah. I wanted to do something today, bro. I thought of on the before I came here, I was listening to someone read a letter, and I said, "Oh, I wonder if there's like letters I could just read, or journals, or other people's walks of life." Yeah, and just read them and have our thoughts on them. Yeah. So your boy found a Reddit thread.
Oh yeah,
of just like people's journal entries.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and I was like, I think I might like pull some up and read them. Yeah. And then we could like talk about if anything sparks in us. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Let me pull it up. New segment. Journal entries. All right. So this one is dated Wednesday, January 29th, 2025, this year. Okay. And it's 6:49 a.m. Damn, they're up early. Okay.
It's that Mark Wahlberg.
That's an early journal entry. Okay. This is handwritten, so bear with me. Here's to starting a new journal this morning. Oh, it's a new journal. It's the first journal entry for this journal.
Did you like pick them or did you just?
No, I just pull it up.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I got a ton of different. I hope this isn't like racy and like bad.
Yeah,
like
right.
Evil. Like
we can cut it out.
Okay. I've got a ton of different thoughts right now. That's been happening to me a lot lately. It's kind of a part of my personality. I think today we also say, here's to something one of being an overall kinder person. I've come to understand that the reason I do not have a happy life or the life I wish I had has a lot to do with my own actions and energies that I give off into the world and to others. I understand that we are like mirrors, reflections. We have to put out good to receive good. Those who put out bad receive bad. Oof. Maybe my life hasn't felt good because I don't have good morals. Maybe my sadness and current place in life is a result of all the wrong I've done in life for the 32 years I've had on the earth thus far. But the question is, would I still be considered a bad person if I'm only trying hard to be good to others so that I can have good things happen to me? Is that selfish? Whoa. I wasn't raised in a family that focused on good morals, having them established in me, nor practicing them regularly. We didn't focus on being bad either. We kind of just existed and did what we know worked for others. At least that's what I believe Mom did. And it's 7 a.m.
Wow. I love this segment.
Isn't it
This
good?
is awesome.
I thought I got chills.
I think this is the essence of what we want to do.
Yeah.
With like getting people to ask.
It's exactly what we wanted, but
let's just do this till people reach out.
Yeah. I know.
I love that. Yeah. Man.
People imagine like mirrors, like what you put out, they're saying what I put out, what we all put out is what we receive.
Yeah.
So if I'm putting out bad,
I think the only thing that like gives me a little like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Is the, like that has to come from like, I think a true place, not like you just fabricating happiness.
Well, that's what they're saying is like, does it make me selfish? Would you say that they're selfish for trying to put out good, for forcefully like being like, okay, I'm going to put out good because I want good to come back to me. Is that selfish? Does that make them selfish?
I don't think that makes them selfish. I think it makes them a bit, what's the word for it? Not like dishonest. I think there's definitely some this person's thinking of, problems about their life, like things like why are they a certain way?
Yeah, why is life not good?
And they're trying to figure out why.
Yeah.
And I think they want to improve in some way. I think if they keep going and doing that, like that's a great journal right there.
Yeah.
To like pinpoint where that's coming from. It's just, I don't know. I believe that you got to find like that truth that comes from a specific place. You know what I mean? And they're already getting on it. It's like in the past, like I think we did it the right way.
Yeah.
Like what do you think was wrong then? Like what do you think were the wrong things?
Yeah.
That some of the moral things they're talking about, like maybe if they did something to kind of like in that vein of like those moral things, like live a more moral life or something, that might make them feel better,
For sure.
Instead of maybe falling into the same traps or asking if your mom and dad are still there, like why they did certain things,
Yeah.
Something like that,
Yeah.
I want it to come from a true place.
Yeah, I hear you.
Instead of feigning it. Because I think that'll give you like the true growth. And like I want you to be positive from like a true place.
I would like that too. But I gotta say, I think that it's really cool that they're even questioning like they have their eyes on I'm doing this for a selfish reason, possibly.
Yeah.
Like to be that aware.
Yeah.
To be like, am I selfish for knowing
Yeah.
I want to put out good because I want to receive good in my life.
Yeah.
I don't want to have this like life I'm not
I think
enjoying.
everyone deserves good though.
100. So
it's like,
I respect them for even being that honest, because that's honest.
Yeah.
That's like ugly honest. That's like that posing that question to yourself is like, that's a brave thing to investigate and look at. If I'm like a mirror and you're like a mirror and you say, I'm going to do good stuff for people today because I would like my life to be good. I want to feel good.
Yeah.
Am I selfish? Are you selfish for that? Like, to ask yourself that question is the right question.
Yeah.
And then there's going to be another question that follows that, and another why, and another question. But I just love when people are that honest. Like, because you could go out and just have that point of view. Like, I'm a mirror. I put out good. Good will happen to me. Period. There's no follow up. This isn't altruism. This isn't me giving up good for your sake. This is me possibly, if I'm being honest, giving up good for your sake. I want to see you feel good and receive good from me and be a vessel of good in your life. But there's a part of me that feels like I would like some good too. And I think that's why I'm doing it, maybe. Yeah. Just to be that honest. Yeah. I respect that, man.
You're right.
I respect that. And I like, it's like that ignorance is bliss thing. Like, sometimes I'm a simple thinker sometimes. And I feel like if you're simple, if you think in one track, a lot of those, like you used to say, like, what happens if we just think too much? You get depressed. Yeah. I feel down. Yeah. Right? Yeah. You're like, how many questions can we ask? We're going to get depressed. We're just going to ask so many that we get to the point where there's nothing good. And then we're just down because we thought about things too deeply. Yeah. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that person's not ignorant to what if I'm not being truly altruistic? What if there's a part of me that just wants to feel good? Am I wrong for that? My opinion is you're not wrong for that. Mm-hmm. Everyone, like you said, deserves to feel good and has a desire to have a life they're happy to live. Yeah. So you're not alone. Yeah. Like, we've all felt that. We all feel that. My I don't even know if I have an opinion because I have many thoughts, but like one of them would be like, don't be so hard on yourself. Yeah. Like, we all have thought that thought. Yeah. I would like to be loved by somebody for being good. If I'm good, maybe someone will love me too. Be aware of it like you are. Be cautious of it. And don't worry about the results so much. You're loved already. And I hope you feel that. I hope you feel that. So that was one.
Agreed, dude.
I'm going to try to pull one more up. Try to pull one more up. Let's see here. I just think this is so cool. People are brave enough to
I'd love to like, once this comes out, like send that to them, like message them on Reddit. Yeah. Be like, oh, we talked about this if it helps you at all.
Yeah, dude.
You know?
I would love
I could build like a little, a little Reddit thing.
That would be really cool, huh?
I like that.
Yeah, man.
People do just do like Reddit, I guess, reactions as like content, but it would be cool to get like this kind of thing just with new people every day.
I would love
every
that
podcast,
too.
You know what I mean?
I would love that.
Because there's just, it only helps by talking about things, man.
I think so.
It only helps, man. That's how I got through anything in life.
I think so.
Not sitting there and thinking about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That too, but sitting down and like being here or going to you or my brother or my parents, it's like, that's how you get through things, man.
Yeah.
Or therapists.
Yeah.
I'm not going to rule that out.
Don't rule that out.
Don't rule that out. Because maybe go to that first.
Yeah.
Not like me.
I got one. I don't know what it's about to be. So, and we could edit. I get nervous when I'm like starting them because I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to say something crazy. Because
if it's crazy, we can cut it out.
Okay.
No worries.
Okay. Today's quote. So, this is cool how they did this. They do a song that they're listening to. The Roots, Walk Alone.
Oh my God.
Yeah, whoever this person is.
You are my guy right now.
I think it's a girl by the handwriting. Today's quote, conformity is the jailer of freedom and the enemy of growth. So that's the quote of the day. That's a great quote.
I love this.
That was John F. Kennedy.
I love this.
Yeah, whoever you are, dude, shout out. Okay. 12/19, no date, no year. I feel decent today. ... Content. a little lethargic, and I am desperate to regulate well through the holiday, ? Though I am a little stressed considering everything. My focus has been to quote my own version to something manifest good things and experiences for myself, my little, and the people in our lives, ? Christmas especially is one of those holidays you simply cannot escape, ? Man. From the stores to people to online, my littles too. I couldn't opt out even if I wanted. There isn't a choice. You participate or constantly deal with it in your face, LOL. So I've decided to simply try and make it the most comfortable as I can. I don't like Christmas.
Man.
Dread it, really. But determined to change my perspective. I still love Christmas this year. Quote unquote, love Christmas this year. Slowly, progress. But I manage boundaries. Oh, she said I won't love Christmas this year. Slowly, progress. But I managed boundaries and a different approach. So now, instead of hating it, I'm merely content. It's only stressful trying to live up to others' expectations. A day of books, cooking, households are my little something upkeep today. Easier to be in my head when I'm not careful. So I also have a quote unquote to-do list for the next time I get stuck into negative thinking. No more room for dread and expected chaos. I'll deal with it if it comes to that. For now, I'm humbly a homebody today. Chores and hobbies. Mentally, 7 out of 10 today. That's it.
Man, I want to know what happened.
Oh yeah. How did Christmas go? I like that she set boundaries.
Yeah.
And she's not expecting anything. She's like, I'm gonna I'm gonna have no expectations, and I'm gonna keep myself busy because I know this is a hard time for me. I don't like Christmas. I know a lot of people that don't like Christmas, that get stressed out during Christmas. Yeah, or that dread looking forward to Christmas because it seems like to them there's so much joy going on outside of them. And they're like, why don't I feel the same?
Yeah.
You know, it's like maybe a comparison thing or something. But I love that she had some tools. The tools were like, have a to-do list. Keep myself busy. Today, I'm a homebody. I have chores and hobbies, and I'll do those. And it'll keep me content through the holidays. I mean, I feel joy, whatever. We're never like, she's not a finished product, and that's cool to me.
Yeah.
She knows she's not healed, and she's not, yay, Christmas. Like I've cured myself. Like I feel great.
Yeah.
She's just surviving Christmas.
Yeah, man.
You know?
Yeah. That's like a whole perspective I know nothing about, man.
Me too.
And I feel like super blessed now. And I'm like, man. I remember when what's it called? When my parents first moved out the country.
Oh yeah.
And it was like the first time I was like kind of alone, and
I was worried about you.
I was like, I'll be fine. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, maybe I should make like cookies or something. Like, you know, like it is weird, man. I can't imagine. Like, and then I'm looking outside, I'm seeing families going to the neighbors, like dang, man. Like there's a lot of people out there that probably don't have anyone or have anything to do.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just wish they'd have some sort of joy, you know? They find some sort of joy during those times. Maybe the boundaries is good for that person at that time. You know?
Yeah.
Hobbies, housekeeping.
Yeah, man.
That's what I do.
Yeah, dude.
I go to clean my house and play a game or something.
Yeah.
Just so I forget.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe have a bottle of something.
Last Christmas you were with me.
Yeah, I was.
Not this one.
Yeah.
Last one.
Yeah.
That went fast, huh?
It did go fast.
Whoa.
That felt like it was like 3 years ago.
I know.
I loved going over yours. It was awesome.
I was by my mom's.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Really fun.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I remember that worried me because I had the same thoughts about you. I was like, yeah, what are you going to do? Like, I'm serious because I know everyone's like, usually people have shit to do on Christmas.
Yeah.
They have someone to go see or whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was like, man, I hope Mike's all right.
Yeah.
Were you sick that Christmas?
I think so.
You were sick the
I think
first
I
one.
was.
on top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I invited you somewhere.
Yeah.
You were sick as a dog.
Yes, dude. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, and you were alone.
I was dying.
Yep.
That felt bad.
Yeah.
That felt bad.
That was a tough one.
That was rough.
You had to survive that one.
No one cares.
When you're sick like that, bro, it's like nobody loves me.
That was a dark moment.
Oh, that's the worst.
You know, I think I talked about it probably on an episode. If you go back to that Christmas, man, dang man, do you have anything for that person?
I think you're doing a great job of surviving. I hope that you could get to a place where you look at Christmas in a brighter light, and you genuinely feel a sense of like,
or not,
no dread and some joy.
Oh, yeah. That time, not specifically Christmas. You don't have to ever like Christmas. You know?
No, right.
Yeah.
You feel how you feel about Christmas, but I hope you don't dread it. I hope you're able to like, either it's a non-factor, and you're just like continuing your life, and it doesn't make you fear it, where you get dread and nervousness and anxiousness. But I hope you get to a place of like, you can smooth right through Christmas and you feel just the same. Yeah. Or you find some joy in it.
You know what feeling kind of like bums me out sometimes?
What's that?
When it's, you never go to you go to New York and you're like, you have to go to Times Square for something.
Yeah.
And you're looking at like all the tourists that are like, oh my God. Like it's their first time in Times Square and they're like so excited at this just cesspool. You know what I mean? God. Of like a place.
Yeah.
But they're so excited. And I just can't feel that.
You can't. That kind of excitement.
Right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That, like, I don't know. That bums me out.
Well, it's because you're from here. It's like.
I know, but it's just like. Sometimes I wish. I'm like, I wonder if you could ever get that feeling back.
It's a good.
You know?
It's a good question.
It's one of those things.
Yeah.
It's like. I don't know. It's like when I feel like people talk about like going to New Jersey. They're like, New Jersey sucks ass. Like, armpit, man. Like.
The armpit of America.
Yeah, it's like, y'all don't know. You know what I mean?
You don't know.
So, I don't know.
I get what you're saying. Like, you can't ever go back to how you felt about the first time. I think
that's why I ride for my spot sometimes.
I get it.
You know?
I get it.
Even the city sometimes. I'm like, man, there's crime and the homeless people. And, the corruption. But,
There is.
It's New York.
It's New York. Man, I don't know if I could even read this.
Some of them are rough.
Yeah, this is rough. I can't read that.
If you want, I could shout out before the end of the episode. I wanted to talk about it. I got a gift, man, for Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah,
Early
bro.
exchange, dude. I wanted to talk about
Let's
it.
Talk about it, bro.
First Valentine's Day together.
How's it feel?
And we couldn't even wait till Valentine's Day.
You guys couldn't even wait till Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
That's how loved up you are.
Isn't that messed up?
No, it's the best.
It is the best. But that's like, dang, man. It's that
I know.
It's that deep right now.
I know.
There's that much emotion.
I know, bro.
And man, I got such a good gift, man.
What'd you get?
There's something about just like handmade anything. Like if you put a couple stickers on a paper, I'd be like, that's my shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's my favorite.
Yeah.
But I got a whole scrapbook like photo album, like in terms of like made from scratch, like a book, like cover made, like all these like beautiful flowers and writing on it. And it's all done so well and creatively. And just like a bunch of pages of like inside things, like memories, little photos and writings, letters, and just moments of like the last time we had a trip, like we saw each other. And it just made me feel so good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like, I don't know. The only thing I can think of is like, I'm just so lucky.
Yeah.
That's the main feeling.
You're very lucky.
It just feels good. And it's like this gift that's for the future too, because there's like spaces for new photos and new things. And I just can't wait, dude. You know what it is? It's like every day from now on, I'm just like, I can't wait. You
look forward to it.
Yeah. It just makes me so hopeful.
Yeah.
And full of life.
What do you tell the person?
Life and love.
What do you tell the person that looks at the world like you looked at the world, where there is no love for me? I can't find the person. I'm trying. I don't think I'll ever find it.
I still think there's like truth and I don't know what to say, but I think like the best thing you can do is going to sound so cliche, but like keep working on yourself, I guess.
Yeah.
Keep trying to like figure out, what, like if you have any like traumas or issues that, like if you don't have a good relationship with like your parents or a good relationship with like other people, or you find yourself getting mad easily, or you lie, or you don't want to face something, like any struggles that like if I say like a struggle you have and you think of something immediately, you might have to fix that. Like you should try to fix it before doing something.
Yeah.
Like getting into a relationship.
Yeah.
That might be the reason why,
Could be.
that might be a thing that's pushing people away.
Yeah.
Or you're like, we're all, we all have flaws and we're all working on stuff.
Yeah.
But I think people who are actively trying find each other.
Yeah.
I think that's how things work. And I think it'll happen one day. Definitely. I believe it will. Because I gave up, or was close to giving up. And I've given up many times probably. Yeah. But it happened.
Yeah, you could have said no.
I'm 28. And we're both 28. So it's like, I don't know. I guess things do happen.
You could have said no.
I could have said no. If you're
like, I quit. Like,
yeah.
I don't want to try.
Yeah, I'm done.
You would have missed out.
Yeah, you're right.
You would have missed out.
So you just have to keep going.
I love that, dude.
Be undeniable.
Whoa. Damn. That's a self-help book.
Yeah.
Be undeniable.
By Mike.
What do you find makes a man a man? Like what's a good man in your eyes?
A good man?
Yeah.
Like a man, and for what? Just like in general?
Yeah, what makes a good man a good man? Like how
a man kind of implies that it's like a man for a partner or something, or do you mean just?
I think in general, like
because I like to think, dude. Sometimes it's like it's not about being a man; it's about being just like a good person.
What makes a good person?
I think just being. I think being open and honest in being open and honest with yourself, but also like leaving a door open for things outside of yourself.
Yeah.
I think that's like a good start for everything.
It's a good start.
Yeah. As long as you don't have any like preconceived, like, I don't know, like ideas about if you see someone or you meet someone, that's where I found was like, I've shot myself in the foot like a million times, few. It's like, I'm like, he's an ass. He's an asshole. And I'm not your friend for like a good couple months.
Yeah.
Until we become friends.
Yeah.
It's like, there's no point, like something as simple as that.
Yeah, dude.
And I feel like that can apply to like all situations,
Definitely.
whether it's friendship or work or business or anything,
I like that. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Do you love yourself, and are you a fan of yourself?
I'm a fan. I love myself, and I feel good.
That's real?
Yeah.
Good, man.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
Thanks, man. I do.
That's so cool, dude. That's a beautiful thing, man. It's hard to get there.
It is.
Right?
It is. It definitely is. But I feel like like if I ask you that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Or even like if you ask me, my first thought was like yes, but it was also like, oh, but I don't want to say yes because then I'll seem like I'm this or that,
But we're all secretly trying to get to a place where
exactly
we love ourselves.
But it's also like, it makes me feel like I don't know how to put it into words. Like this, I don't know. It's like you don't have to be like this perfect package,
Yeah.
We're never going to be that.
Nope.
And if other people accept you, how many people already accept us for whatever we are, and that's still not good enough. Like, what if it is, you know what I mean? And if you start from there and then like you kind of push away all the like little insecurities and problems, I feel like they have a way happier life.
Yeah. I was talking to my friend, like, who was watching. He said, like you and me, like, we have people tell us, like, I love you. Like, I love you for who you are. I love the stuff that scares you about yourself. I love the things that you mess up. I love the things you're afraid to tell me.
Yeah.
I love you, all of you. And you tell that person, like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Like, why? It doesn't make sense. But, like, the follow-up is, like, maybe it's never going to make sense.
Yeah. Dude, I agree. Yeah.
Maybe I just have to accept that, like, I'm loved for who I am by the people that love me for whatever reason they do. And it's out of my control, one way or the other. And I can just accept that.
Yeah.
No more fight. No more chase. No more trying to grab it. I'm loved for who I am. Thank you. That's as simple as I could sum it up. Thank you. It's over. You know, nothing to figure out. There's no nothing to win. Like, you don't need to be told why. There's no, like, if I look at you and you're like, or you look at Margot, or I look at my wife, or we look at each other and say, why do you love me? Like, when is that going to stop? Like, there's going to be so many things that you can say that you can never reach the end of, and that make no fucking sense.
Yeah.
I love how you do this with your foot like this.
Yeah.
And it's one leg up like this and the other one's down. It makes no sense, but I like it.
Yeah.
It's Mike. Like, I don't know why I like Mike like that, but I do. I love him.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to describe it.
I know.
But that's my point. Like, it's not.
I'm running into that too.
Yeah. It's you can recognize it, you can know it, but you can never express it in enough words. Like, all the reasons you're loved.
Yeah.
But damn, is that awesome that you're loved unconditionally by some other life form that looks at you and says, like, man, I love all of you.
Yeah.
Can't even put into words how much I love you.
Yeah, dude.
So, what a gift, man. Let's just be thankful that life is a gift and that we even feel love at any point. That it's not just like a rat race to survive and to just breathe and to keep breathing. Like, you're loved. Thank you. That's all I have to say, man, is 2 words. Thank you. Man. Right? Because it's cold out there, bro. Like, it can be. You can look at it in a different way, and it's cold.
It's about to start snowing, man.
Yeah, bro. It is. It is. I know. I got to get out of here. But just something made me think. Like, again, bro, this is why this is cool. Someone who's watching talks to us and gives us a thought about, like, recognizing that you're loved and it makes no sense, but to accept it. Like, just accept it. Yeah. And it's hard. I know it's hard. It's hard. Yeah. It's hard when you don't know how. It's hard when you weren't taught, like, this is just how it is. I'm proud of you for being who you are. You are special to me. And, like, I love you always. Yeah. It's hard when you're not brought up with it. And it's something you have to learn, hopefully, before you're dead.
Yeah.
I was thinking about my grandpa. He died on that table, worried. Like, there was fear and worry, dude. Like, I was watching him leading up to those days, like, watching him concerned. Like, he was struggling. You know, I saw a picture of him on the fridge, and that's why I thought about him today on the way here. And I was like, and I don't know why this came up, but I said, why do we why did I rush to be with him? Like, all those, like, leading to the last day. Why did I want to be by his bedside? Like, why did I want to spend so much time? Like, the obvious answer is, like, because you love him. He's your grandfather. Like, you came from him, right? It's that same thing. Like, there's some kind of homage I have to pay to the man who made my family. Yeah. You know? I have a form of respect for him and love for him. But I remember, like, the last day, and I told you about this, and I've talked about it on the podcast, like, being at his bedside, like, being there, rushing there, and, like, I was one of the last people he saw with his eyes open. Like, he opened his eyes for me, and then he went, and he fell back into the bed. And he never picked his head up again. He never opened his eyes again. And I was thinking about, why did me a couple of my cousins and like his daughter, my aunt, like stay all night. Like, what's the point? You know? And I didn't realize it then because I was like, I just felt instinctually like it was the right thing. But when I keep asking myself why, I think it was because like it was a fight. I felt like I was fighting him to let go. Like I was fighting him to know he's not alone and to let it go. You know? It doesn't, I don't know if it makes sense, but that's what it feels like. Like it was the end. I could see it was the end. There was no coming back. And the struggle, it was a struggle. It was like a fight.
Yeah.
It sounds weird. It sounds like I wanted him to go and I didn't. That's why it hurt.
Yeah.
I didn't want that. But like, that was all of our intention was like to stop him from like his body was trying to stay. You know, it's like weird. I don't know how else to describe it. I don't know how we turned to this, but like, it just made me think of him today, that little picture. And I was like, man, that's why it hurt so bad. I didn't want that. Yeah. Like my heart wanted him to stay, but something inside me was fighting him to say it's okay to let go.
Yeah.
Like to know he's held until he crosses over wherever.
Yeah.
So it was a wild, life gives you these wild fucking things you never think you're gonna be prepared for or feel or struggle with, you know? And life has a way of just being like, surprise, dude. Like, you're gonna experience some wild shit, you know? And you're not gonna get it. And then you're gonna come back to it and you're gonna say, whoa, I think this is what happened. So I have to obviously think about it more, but I think that that's what it felt like a fight. It felt like a good fight, like a struggle. Like, again, like I wanted him to fight and tough it out. And I still had that miracle in the back of my head saying like, he could pull out of this, dude. He's strong. Like he's got this shit. And I told him that, like, you know, I would offer it to him. Like, you could choose this or that. You can fight, or you can allow this to like kind of take you slowly, and we'll be here whatever you choose. We had to have those hard conversations, but I always leaned this way. I was always like, man, please say you want to fight. Like, please. So I don't want you to go. Yeah, but I think that duty, if you want to call it a duty, it made me think of like me at the end of my life, like when I'm in a bed. I hope it's hard. Yeah, I just hope people say like, I hope the people that are there, if there's anyone there, like I want to be there with me till like the last, my last moment here. I hope I have people that look at me with like I'm going to face that with you, and to not be afraid. Like I'm not going to let you be alone for a second of this. Like, I love you and you're a good man, and it's an honor to like do this. Just wild. And then it makes me think too, like last thought, but like people of Muslim faith, like Islam, like I would have to wash him. Like they wash their loved ones, like by hand to prepare them. You know what I mean? Can you imagine? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
After.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I can't.
Talk about being a man. Talk about being like a good person.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Just to be there, like that close, and seeing a life that you loved, like be there and be gone, and then what's left, and you're there and you're holding it.
Yeah.
That's a fucking crazy thing to experience. But then on top of it, like to do that, Holy shit, man. Whoa.
Yeah.
I don't know why
Dude.
that picture literally brought all these thoughts up on my fridge, his face. And I realized how I don't look at his face all the time. He's right there.
Yeah.
But life just keeps going. How he was here one day and he's not been here in 2 years. It's coming up on 2 years.
Wow.
So weird.
Yeah.
Right?
Man, that felt like so short.
Yeah. Like a blink.
Yeah.
Quick. Like months. Felt like months. I don't know, bro.
Wow.
This is where my head's at. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the show, ladies and gentlemen. That's the show.
I did have something else that has to do
Please, man.
with death, I guess.
Sorry to be leaving.
I'm sorry, dude, but
death is real. I mean, that's real. You got to talk the real.
this made me want to bring it up, what you talked about, because my brother sent it to me. Back when I used to go to Poland, we used to go to Zakopane.
Zakopane.
Yeah, which is basically like kind of the mountains near the kind of border of Slovakia or Slovenia. I don't, man, I'm so bad. One of those.
Geography.
But we knew a guy that like owned the mountains like back then.
You told me about this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like this badass like mountain guy.
Yeah.
I loved going there. He was such like a man. You know what I mean? Like when we went there, we'd go to like, I think when I was like 16 or 15 or 16, they sent us to the bar to get beers and like, we just ordered a beer. You know what I mean?
So
like
cool.
drank like a tall beer. I'm like, all right.
That's awesome.
And like we rode quads and like I flipped the quad and he helped me out. And like we'd go to the top of a mountain and then go down. He'd like take us around and everything. And I don't know why, man. I always had this like dream of going back when I'm like a man, like an older man and be like, what's up, dude? Like I'm here. You know what I mean? Like, look at this. And my brother just sent me that he passed, which is so like, and it's so weird because I was literally 2 days ago with Margot on the phone. She was like asking about Poland and stuff. I'm like, oh my God, like I told her this whole story.
Yeah.
He passed that day. Wow. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, man.
Like I was randomly talking about him. I never, like, haven't talked about him like years.
Yeah.
You know, like I thought about him every once in a while, but to talk about him, like, and then that happens, I'm like, what? Like, what is that?
Yeah.
Like that coincidence, you know? Yeah.
It's cool he had an impact on you like that you remembered him and you think about him still as a good person and like you still wanted to go see him. Like you had that thought.
Yeah.
Like he had that kind of impact on you.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
That was like a family and a person like that. I was always like a family friend.
Yeah.
You know? Even though like we didn't see each other that much.
Right.
But it was always this like, welcome back or like, how's it going? You know? You could always like count on that. I feel like that's a very big thing over there in like Europe and especially Poland. It's just like, I don't know, you're just accepted, you know? And
totally.
You've got just like I don't know, you can always come back. And
100%.
There's always a welcoming thing.
Yeah, man.
Especially in like the middle of the mountains.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I want to shout him out.
That's
Rest in
awesome,
peace.
dude.
Really,
Rest in peace.
Give me like the impression of what a man is.
Yeah. There you go.
In my life.
That's a good man.
So that was cool.
Made you feel special.
Yeah.
Gave you a good experience.
Yeah.
You had
definitely.
fun. Showed you fun.
Yeah. Like a man that was like, yeah, you can have fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
there's joy.
And you didn't have to be like, you know, I don't know. There was no like you didn't have to feel weird about anything.
Yeah.
Just welcomed and good and fun.
That's beautiful, man.
That's it.
Heck yeah, dude.
That's the podcast.
That's the pod, man.
Thank you guys so much. My name is Mike, and I'm signing out.
My name's Dave. I love y'all. Please be kind to yourself. Please be kind to one another.
Shout out Kendrick.
Kendrick.
Kendrick.